All right. So, what we're gonna do today is we've made multiple attempts to fix our website, and this is our website. This is my website. It's very old. It has been currently in development for about whenever I started this project, which was in maybe 2012 or maybe even before that one. So I don't even think this works anymore. Yeah. I'm pretty sure this doesn't work anymore. Yeah. So I don't even like, but at the time when GDPR came along, I think this whole what is it called? MailChimp fucking URL just got fucked over and they deleted my entire project because I never used it. So I lost all email addresses that sign up here, and then I never proceeded to fix it. Which is like, oops, shit happens, I guess. And so now is the attempt. Because if I look at most of my pages, they're pretty static, right? This is static. This is static. It only regenerates when there's new content, and it's slow as fuck. And we can make use of more modern technologies instead of masonry, because I think we can just use CSS Grid now. The only one that's not static is the leaderboards, obviously, because it depends on how many points people get. So, I think what I'll do is I'll just rebuild this using, that's what, at least what I thought. Let's build it using NextJS. And for those of you that don't know what NextJS is a React framework. It's a server-side rendered framework, but it also does static websites. It does all kinds of shit. It's very, very nice. And yeah, it comes with so much shit out of the box that I thought this was a very good choice. The other choice was Gatsby, which is also a static site generator. So this one only does static. You can pull some data before, but it's build time and it doesn't do server-side rendering, just like static pages and then Thinker some React on top. But the cool thing is that on build time, you can pull in data. So for example, how Gatsby basically works is that on build time, you take content from, for example, from WordPress, you build the content, and then you deploy it to whatever, wherever this goes. Sup Kevin, sup Cad. So how will this cut on your costs? So the thing is, with I currently have a droplet on DigitalOcean that's growing like crazy, and while most of the content is actually static, I think I can just host most of it on like a simple cloud function that rebuilds the website whenever I change something. And I think Next.js actually supports that too. So instead of having to host my own node server, I can just run it on a cloud function, but I need to check that. And if not, the thing is, I just want to change stuff around anyways, because my Ruby server kind of uses quite a bit of memory. So I'm gonna kill the Ruby API as well and replace it with something a little bit more both performant and also while still keeping the friendliness. And I wanted to do it with Elixir, but I wanted to do it one step at a time and see if I could first just rebuild all the content using something that I could very much replace later on. So that's the plan, how I'm gonna try and cut the costs, because most of this stuff can be rebuilt and hard-coded. Because I have an admin panel here, for those of you that don't know. I have an admin panel, and it's very staticky content that I'm managing here, all in a database, which doesn't make a lot of sense. in my opinion. Hello? Oh, it's because I don't have the thing here. So I can manage like leaderboards and point transactions filtered by source, so I can see like all the transactions that have happened that are being sent every 5 minutes. So every 5 minutes people get like points, and these points are all transactions, which means that over time I would be able to see using the roulette command if people are winning more or losing more, because I can see every single transaction and I can see if it's negative or positive. So in theory I could create statistics like who has a higher win rate, or who is lucky and who isn't, basically. There was an idea of adding like subscriber anniversary points, so you get a bunch of points based on how long you're subbed for. But in the end, I didn't really do anything with the points. There's a couple point sources, so these sources are managed here. There's some third-party applications that I can lock this into that can talk to the API, which is only my Node.js chatbot in this case. I can manage the playlists and toggle them active and inactive. And so these things will still remain in the API. But we need to replace the API later on anyways. And I want to see if I can simplify all this stuff and see if I can make most of it static. Like cat drawings, for example. This can just be static shit that can be generated on build time. So I can hit the API on build time and then generate the content, which means there's less content being written. Or have some sort of like static list on file or whatever. So yeah, that's the goal. Social media images, like, why the fuck does it need to be in the database? There's literally no reason to put this in the database. But we do it anyways. And so from that point on, we kind of have a scalable front end to do our shit, which can then mean that I can build the some more ambitious projects rather than what I do now with jQuery and all that stuff. And it kind of allows me to work a little bit faster because I don't know the previous code base anymore, and I can make things a little faster. Henk is zwanger. So maybe it's maybe this idea is super bad. Maybe it's not. I don't know. I hope so. Maybe it doesn't cut the cost at all and it's like useless, but we'll see. Because if I can reduce the amount of usage on my Ruby app, then that means I can host it somewhere else and then only pay for usage, which is not a lot on this website, and I still pay 10 euros a month for nothing basically. So let's stop that. So let's take a look at Next.js and what we currently have. So I was currently working on adding the top bar. So if I start yarn dev, I can show you guys what I have. So this is what I currently have, and you can see that the top bar is pretty similar. We're missing like the chevron over here, and these images are just literally copied from production. So they're not SVGs. So if I zoom in, you can see that it gets kind of blurry, which is not super nice. So I want to change that, but let's first just build the website and then figure it out. So the nice thing about Next.js here is that it is server-side rendered and then the client takes over. So you will see the difference between if I click here and here, you can see this loading spinner and it takes a little longer to go versus this. Like, this is fast. And so the first load wasn't very fast because it needs to lazy load the page, but as you can see, it is just a lot faster. because it can just, once it has loaded the page, it from there on can just, you know, instantly show it because it already has the contents, which is nice. And it's not something we do here because this is just a full page refresh to another page. There's no optimization there. You can also see that in the text that's being flickered here, which is kind of sweet. And I think I want to replicate that in NextJS as well. But for now, it's like a minor detail. So when I click on another link, it fades out and then it fades in, which is kind of sweet, and it makes up for a nice transition. This navigation pattern is very bad, by the way. I think, but I just want to rebuild the same site for now and just see how to move from there. So how does this work? So what have I done? So if you look at the commit history, there's not a lot. It's like basically generating a Next.js app, which is just adding a git ignore. You add Next, React, and React DOM. And then I added TypeScript. So I added these three dependencies. And then I just hit yarn dev and it generated a bunch of shit for me. So this TS config is generated. Then I changed a bunch of stuff in terms of TypeScript. So I made sure that it's strict, which means that if I make a typo or like an error, and I use some type that is not defined, so like an any type or whatever, this strict mode will basically stop that from happening and will tell me, hey, this doesn't really correspond to the type that you're using, and it's just gonna blow up. So if I, for example, say it takes like children, or it takes Bob, and Bob is a, I don't know, I don't want to, it's too much to show like a full example, because then I need to render this thing and then blah blah blah. Anyways, it's just a little stricter, and it just blows up when shit hits the fan. I think there's an example on the Next.js website actually, because if you just follow the tutorial, it will actually just take you through everything, which is super sweet. So let's go to the TypeScript one. And then here it will show you strict. So let's set strict to true. And then you can see that there's no types in this file. And it will say, oopsie, failed because of missing types. And then what will it do? It will say, you have to tell that this is a next page type before moving forward. And then it's like, oh, okay. Because it says, our index page is complaining about missing type. It totally makes sense because we're not telling TypeScript it's a Next.js page, and implicit any types are unallowed. So we're saying that home has a get initial props property, and like normal, normal functions don't have those. But if you tell it it's a next page, then it's fine. And it also says, hey, you need to type your props here. So that's cool. I think that's a cool feature. Then we added prettier, and for those of you that don't know what prettier is, it's probably the best thing that was ever invented in terms of code. So if you have any JavaScript project, you want to add this. What is prettier? It is an opinionated code formatter. So if you type this, and then all of a sudden you fill it in with this, then some people will say, hey man, that's way too many like things on one line and it's not readable, while others say, well, that is readable, I like this way. And so somebody thought, what about standardizing everything and just make it, this is what it is, you can only change a couple things and then you're done for a kid. Sup Enju, Twitch TV, thanks so much for the follow. Sup Cozy, sup Joshua. So somebody thought, hey, you know what, let's get rid of all the style discussions that we can have, like you like this, I like this, we should write it this way, we should write it this way. This guy is just like, yo, we're gonna just do it this way, and it will do it automatically for you. So the cool thing is that I can write code like this, Bob equals this, and then I do this, and then I add an enter here, and I say world is true, and then I do Bob equals this, and then when I hit save, it formats it for me so that everybody has the same formatting, which is great. And the funny thing is, this will help you so much that you will see me maybe write like random code like this, or like copy paste a bunch of shit and then hit the save button to fix all my formatting, so I will never have to like manually go here and hit enter and then go here and then indent this because it's not correct and then see this. That's a lot of wasted time and energy. Don't do that. You just install this shit and it will automatically format your code correctly. On top of that, you will get so used to this that at some point you will, if you don't see this formatting happening because you made a typo, so let's say I did this again and I didn't add a space here, and then I didn't add a space here, and then I didn't do this, and this is here, but that thing is over there. It's like terrible. And then I make a typo, and I hit save. Oh wait, this is not a typo. Let's do this. So now it's wrong, and I hit save, and it doesn't format. Then you know you made a typo somewhere, and it doesn't compile. Well, if I then fix it, and I say, oh, this is supposed to be true, and then I hit save, it formats again, and it's like, oh, this is a lot better. Yeah, this is cool. So now it formatted to this because, but when I then do this, it's like, oh, it fits on one line, so it's all good. So it's all good to go. Look who's advocating prettier. Sup, Ahmed? It's funny. It's funny. Ahmed is my colleague. He's actually my lead. And it's funny because I had this discussion with him when Prettier first got released, and Ahmed was like, yeah, this is great, this is awesome, and I'm like, you know, there's like random shit, like I don't like that there's commas here, and I don't like that there's this here, and why I actually like this. And so I was very like, I was holding on to what I thought was the best style, which is like completely useless, and I had this argument with him, and I was like, hey man, we don't need this automatic formatting, like that's fucking ridiculous. That's just crazy, fuck that. And then now it's pretty much the standard, and now you cannot do without anymore. It's like you just get so used to it, and it's become such a thing in your workflow that once you get used to it, you really don't want to go back. Anyways, so that's the first PR that we made, that we added. And now we just started on the top bar that we're just copying over now. This is it's funny because I also copied this from work. Oops. I'm sorry. Copyright. I just stole that. Straight up. Blatantly stolen. Oh. Sub Hover Game, sub Xera, how's it going? Fired, actually fired. You keep bad habits with this? Yeah, but it's fine though, because in the end you will just commit only good code, right? Like you commit code that is clean because you hit save and it's done. Like nobody, if somebody wants to format it in the most random ass way possible, then they can do that because the formatter will just fix it. It's completely fine. I just need this back. So, okay, so what do we need to do? So I realized that in this, on my old page, I can do this, and you can see, look at what happens to this social panel. I actually didn't realize I was actually doing some like mobile like shit. Even the background like changes. So I need to actually add that. So what I have currently is this. So we have the top bar, but it doesn't do anything. It just crashes and it shrinks the icons because it's Flexbox. So we need to make some tiny changes in order to fix that. So let's do that. So I created this top bar component that is right here, and this is going to be used in the layout component that is then the base for every other component, right? I added some like reset shit. I think I might want to move this to a file, but I don't really care too much right now. So the top bar right now has a bunch of apps. That's this. Has a bunch of apps, and it has a bunch of contact details, which is this stuff at the top here. And we loop over those and we render a link with yeah, wherever the fuck it goes to. And then there's styles inside of this top bar, and I'm not entirely sure. This is pretty much just copy pasta from what it was in this Sass file. And maybe in the future we'll change this to be a little bit better. I changed some of the things to make it flexbox, but I couldn't be bothered just fucking changing too much, so it kind of looks the same, and I don't really want to like fix this shit because I don't really care too much. As long as it works, and then we can ship it. We need to just do this as fast as we can so we can kill our pages as fast as possible. So the Bane, how's it going? Thanks so much for the follow. This is the first page we're going to be building, but first let's finish the top bar. So the top bar we need to make responsive, so let's do responsive. Let's do the oh fuck, I need to log in. Let's do mobile first, because I realized that on the old one we don't do that. So when I go here, you will see that it hits a breakpoint. It says max width instead of min width. So let's do this the opposite way around. So let's do refactor this part, because I cannot be bothered with like doing it the other way around. I played around with this at work because I was like swamped with meetings, and I was like, yo, I cannot do anything anymore. So let me just work on this. So and then I realized that there was one problem. So let me show you guys that problem. So let's create a utils file that contains some of this magic that I committed earlier and then deleted again, which is this. And I'm going to show you guys why this is broken. So if I import the MQ function, which is media query, and I go to utils, so I import utils and I get this util. And I try to add, yo, can I maybe do something like this? And then I say small. So what this media query does, it just generates this media and then min width and then the breakpoint size, and the sizes are defined here. And then I do this, and then I say, yo, can I get a section or section.contact and make it display none? Then the compiler will say, whoopsie whoopsie, you fucko boingo, can you maybe just not do that? And then I'm like, wow, why? That's like ridiculous. Why would you do that to me? Because it says, hey man, you're nesting, because it thinks that this motherfucker is a nested fucking thing. Well, if I just copy pasta, whatever is actually here, if I were to just actually replace this and just manually add this, it will actually work. Wow, what a surprise. So if I say, oh, let's do 48 EM, boom, boom. This is what it would generate. That's great and all. Now hit the save button, and then it compiles perfectly fine. And you're like, what the fuck is going on? Same, to be honest. Like, what the fuck is going on? But yeah, that's just how it is. I guess. It's not actually hidden though. Oh, now it is. Oh wait, it's supposed to be the other way around. So this is supposed to be flex. And then this is supposed to be, by default, it should be, this is mobile first, right? Display. Display none. So now when it reaches the breakpoint, it like bloop, goes away. Which is like, oh wow, that's so cool. But why does this work and not the other way around? While the expression actually returns exactly the same. Right? Because I just copy pasted this. It's like ridiculous. Boy, what's going on? So if I do this, then the compiler's like, hey, what the fuck, man? You can't do that. Why? And so the compiler actually walks over this code and it thinks, this looks an awful lot like just another like element, because it doesn't actually know yet what this expression is. So what I've seen people do instead is just only take the value. So we're just gonna do that. Oh, what happened? My screen just went black, but I can see it on my... Okay, we're good. So what they do instead is like something like this, min width, and then they can add the breakpoint dot sm, which is, I'm fine with that. It's not great, but it works, and so I'm fine. Bloop. So that's cool. Oh my god, I know you from like 6 years ago on YouTube with DayZ. I'm glad you found you back. Woo! Welcome back. Which is like, okay, that's a little weird, but I can't be bothered to add post CSS to fix this because apparently with post CSS you can do nested properties. Maybe I'll add that in the future, but I don't really care too much. So let's now swap everything around and see what do we need for both the non-mobile version. Maybe just delete this thing entirely. Can I do this? Will it delete all the CSS? Yes. All right, so let's start mobile first now and start commenting stuff out. So uncomment stuff. So what do we both need? We need both the header. And then we need this. We need 60 pixels. We need width 100%. Flex align, we don't even need that because I think it's by default. So I don't even know why I have that there, but I guess legacy. Box shadow we need. We're gonna do mobile first now, right? Font family I think is by default already because I set that on the body now. Sure, it's at index of 1,000. I don't really care. Position absolute, sure. Top left, that's all fine too. And color can stay as well. I don't really care too much. Cool. Okay, so this is the base that every, like, both mobile and non-mobile need. The section content needs to be removed, which is already happening. And then we need the left side to be the logo. And so we have a header and then a section, and then inside that section there's an H1 with the logo, and then a navigation with the navigation, and then it has a nested drop down, basically. And this is not really like accessible, but I first just want to get it to work, and then I'll think about accessibility later. I'm lazy, okay? I'm lazy. Come on. Come on. I'm a lazy bastard. What can I say? My current website already isn't inaccessible. We're just making things a tiny bit better. But first we need to ship things. That's how it goes. So we have a section and we have two sections actually. And they're both flex. So let's copy that one over. You know, copy that bastard over. Sure. All right, that's looking a little bit better. Now, this logo thing is display flex, but I don't want this to shrink. So we do flex shrink to be 0. So we say, nope, even when the screen gets smaller, this logo can never shrink. The rest can shrink, but this logo can never shrink. Now we need to say that this navigation needs to be the full width within this section. So what we're gonna say is this nav, this frickin' nav. Do I want to do this here? I think so. Maybe here. His nav is gonna be... What else did the nav have? Position relative, sure. Okay, let's make it position relative. You can do that. That's completely fine, but we also need flex 1. Let's flex grow 1. So now let's see if this element is actually full width. So this is section 1. So this section is already not full width, right? So this is not full width, so we need to grow that one as well. So let's add that here. So if I need some very specific styles, I'll add them to the element, but most of it is going to be styled down here. I don't know why. I don't really have particular preference. I don't really know. Probably my future boy is going to say, what the fuck are we doing here? But if there's something like layout related stuff, I mostly do it on the element. And then if it's styling, I'll just do it here. I don't fucking know, man. I don't know what I'm doing. What's up, Justin? How's it going? You can do that? Flex grow 1. So now you will see that this section is big and this section has disappeared because it's display none, because we said on mobile we don't want to show that. So this thing is now as big as it needs to be, but it never shrinks, and this one is the other like size, right? Which is perfect. That's exactly what we want. So that's great. Wow, we're already getting there. So by actually going through and make this mobile first, we're pretty much eliminating half of the code that we need. Which is fantastic. So nav is doing all that shit. What's up, Justin? And then inside there, let's add this fucker because I think we need this. I think everything that's down there is something we need, but let's go over this. So it's display flex. Let's see what happens when I do this. Okay, that's already a lot better. I was like, wait a second. Okay, that's a lot better. Perfect. So what does this do? It says we have a navigation here, and this navigation is full width here, and that's cool. But because it has a width now, it doesn't shrink to full size. So if we remove this, it will actually take up the full size, which is exactly what we want. Okay, now that we got that settled. But we do need that width back in the non-breakpoint one. So let's add that here. So if the breakpoint is small, we do want a width, and otherwise use the full width, right? Not a fan of that. I'm definitely not a fan of that. Maybe I just want to use a custom breakpoint. All right, let's make the breakpoint smaller. Oof. All right, let's make a custom breakpoint. Fuck this breakpoint. You. All right, the width of it is 300 pixels. So let's say if the. When does it actually hit it? Around 600 pixels. Let's say 600 pixels. We can refine this later, but. Sure, that looks fantastic. Wow, Boyd, you've done such an amazing job. I don't really care. Okay, cool. Cool. I don't care. What's next? What's next? Any particular reason you're rebuilding your website? Yes. Infrastructure costs, first of all. Second of all, it's kind of fun to rebuild it. And then for the third reason is that I wanted to learn NextJS. And the fourth reason is that I have some other ambitious projects that I want to have as apps. And I could also have done this new app with just a new technology, but I was like, you know what? Let's just make use of the technology that we have and just rebuild the shit out of it. Shouldn't take too long. I think it shouldn't take too long, but maybe it does. Who knows? Who knows? So where are we? We're doing nav div, and we're doing some bunch of stuff here. It's cool and all. Okay, let's go back to mobile. That's cool. So now add this cool hover animation that we had. Hover, wow, cool. These can live on both, so let's add that here. Wow, hovering. We're hovering things, guys. Look at that. That's very cool. Okay, cool. What's next? So here we also have a nav all. So let's take a look if we copy pasta this, whether it will work or not. As easy as that, guys. Okay, that broke it. Perfect. Because it's only like there's no hover yet. So let's copy this too. See if that will work. It's just copy pasta, guys. That's all development is. All right, that's already a lot better. Look at that. Cool, cool. It's as easy as that. Look at that. And let's copy these two over as well. Might as well just copy everything over. Because I think this all belongs on both mobile and non-mobile. Boom, boom. Look at that. That works. It's all nice and dandy. I don't know if I like this interaction with like the logo there, and then you have half your screen with this thing. So if it's like really tiny, 320 or something is like the smallest mobile phones these days. This still works. I mean, you can navigate this. It's all right. That's fine. That's completely fine. Okay. So we've done the header. So now we're at the point where this one is broken. I think that's just a matter of copy pasta as well. So the navigation here, and we have sections here. Okay, let's keep this organized in order. Because the nav is on the left, and then the section is on the right. The section is at the like lower. That's my reasoning. Doesn't make any sense, but whatever. Okay. So then, section contact and all the other bullshit can just go with the flow. I think this can all be copy-pasted. In theory, they can all live in the other one, but I don't really care too much. I don't know if it has any impact either. Alright, save. Hotfixed, easy. Oh no. Okay, so it needs to be 636. That's so bad. I love it. 636. If it works, it works. Look at that. Boom. Easy peasy. It's magical numbers that will definitely haunt you forever. It's this number that will cause bugs later on. I'm telling you. But that's okay. That is completely fine. Who the hell cares? It's these magical numbers that you'll be like, why the fuck was that number 636 again? But that's okay. Future Boyd will not be confused because Future Boyd knows exactly. Oh, look at that. It's a bug. We found ourselves a bug. That is fantastic. Why is this a bug? It is because FlexGrow, I think. Let's take a look why this is a bug. So I hover over the nav. And the nav is this big. Oopsie fucking whoopsie. But the only thing we shrunk to 300 pixels is this thing. What we could also do is just shrink the nav to 300 pixels. What a concept. What a concept. Oh, now it's still growing. Why though? Is it because FlexGrow? Wait, that's so weird. I'm actually confused by this. How come? Wait, if I remove position relative, then the page just went away. What the fuck? Okay, that's weird. That's actually kind of scary at the same time, but... This is FlexGrow, which means it grows however size... Like, this will be the biggest size of the two, which is fine. This grows as far as it can go, but then it hits this one, and then that's how big it can be. Then this one's also flex. So this says, hey, I am flex. I am gonna put things next to each other. That's what this one does. H1 says, hey, I am also flex, so I can center things inside of myself while also remaining the same height. And then I say, well, but don't shrink because I want you to stay the same proportions for whatever fucking thing, even if the shit that's next to you gets smaller. That's cool. But this nav says, hey man, I am FlexGrow, and no matter what width you give me, I'm just gonna stay FlexGrown, you little piece of shit. Also, when I repaint, then this shit goes down again. That's fucking scary. Okay. You know what? Why though? Okay, whatever. That is very strange, but I'll take it. This nav is not respecting the 300 pixels, which is actually kind of weird. I don't know why. Because I thought an explicit width would actually overwrite the FlexGrow value, but... Okay. That's actually weird, but okay. We can do cool stuff though if we really want to. Does that work? Doesn't look like it. Okay. You know what? Whatever floats your boat. You know, that's whatever. Okay, so we have responsive top bar. And see, the logo doesn't get smaller. If I remove that line, I'll show you what happens. So if I make flex shrink 1, so I am allowed to shrink, you will see that the following will happen. See this? See what happens to my logo? That's ridiculous. Okay. Cool. Awesome. Let's go. Awesome. We pretty much replicated exactly what we have in production, except that we're missing the chevron because I don't have a font icon that I have here. So, oopsie whoopsie. It's even better than what I had in prod. I am a happy man. Let me actually see. Oh, look. Oh, wait a minute. Look at that. Huh. Okay. All right. So in production, we actually haven't replicated exactly what we have in production because what we have in production is a full width menu. And we also have icons. So we need those icons still. But, ooh, okay. Interesting. Sub Lucky. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. When I click here, does it show? No, it doesn't show the icon in the top. Okay. All right. Okay, so we need to make one tiny change, I guess. So let's hover over this and see what the fuck happens. What is this? This is all like built using floats too, so I had to like fiddle around quite a bit. I had to like change so much shit because of Flexbox. I'm using Flexbox now and I was using the other shit before. Okay, so I actually don't know which one I prefer. I think the full size menu is kind of nicer, isn't it? Let's actually build that. Let's hover over this motherfucker. Very, very well done. And then what does this need to do? So if I remove the absolute or the relative from here, what happens? As expected. So when by default we don't have relative, blam, and then here when we're on full screen we are relative. Done, fixed. Boom, full width, all nice and dandy. If you go here, it's not full width. Okay, I'm all good to go. We're not using the utils, so fuck that. Get rid of that shit. And then the compiler is gonna say, hey man, you're importing something that doesn't exist. What is wrong with you? Well, you know, oopsie. Let's get rid of that. Okay, so we've built the top bar, and it's already, what time is it? 10. Wow, in an hour time. While this component was pretty much already built, we built a top bar. Add responsiveness to top bar. That's what you get when you stream, man. Everything goes 10 times slower because you're explaining everything. You prefer style JSX over style components? Honestly, I couldn't care less. I can already see that this is also blowing out of proportions for like bigger components. it just got shipped with Next.js and I just took it. I wanted to use Emotion actually. And then when I was looking at it, JSX, style JSX was shipped with Next. So I was like, yep, okay, I guess we're using this now. Oh, there's also style components here if you want to add that, but then you have to set some shit up. Oh well. Anyhow, doesn't really matter. I couldn't care less about it, to be completely honest. Okay, so now we need to fix the top bar, the layout component, because the indentation is now wrong. That's all because I added where is it actually? Wait a minute. Where is that margin something something? Did I ever move that? No, it's down there. Yo, Garrus, thanks so much for follow. This fucker here is actually there. This depends on the height of the thing. But where is it? So it's here now. And then sometimes it's gone. Is it because it's global? I don't know. That's actually kind of weird. I'm just saying, hey man, body, whatever you put in this fucking body tag, push it like 60 fucking pixels. What I could also do is, you know, just say this is all your body. Could also, because it could have also done that, but you know, I don't really care too much. I do not really care too much. As long as it works, it works. I don't know if it works 100% of the time every time, but it seems to work. What if I make my browser fucking small? Whew, all right, fuck it. Let's add a div here that is color, background color, fucking red, and its width is like fucking 500 pixels, or not. And the height is also 500 pixels. And that's it. And now we need to go to the homepage. And then I make my browser smaller. And then I scroll. And then the top bar doesn't stay there. Is that on production as well? Is that here? Does that happen? I can't remember. Do I even have scrollable pages? Oh, okay. That also happens here. Okay. I guess that's what we do. Whatever we're building here, we're rebuilding it again. So top bar doesn't stick. That's completely fine. Why would you have a top bar if it doesn't stick? But anyways, that's what production does, so that's what we do. Thank the fucking planet. Okay, so now this is the time that we've all been waiting for, and we're gonna push it. And then we go to pull request. Is your old site not a static website? You would think that, huh? You would think that this would be a static website, but in fact, it is not. So that's why we're making it a static website. I just typed it on my other keyboard. I'm so fucking stupid. Slap it on Netlify and call it a day. Yeah, I was thinking on Now or Netlify. But at least Now can actually support server-side rendering too, right? I don't know if Netlify does that. I think Netlify is only static content, but I'm not entirely sure. Cool, cool. All nice. Okay, so we need to eventually, like, replace these pictures with fucking SVGs, but I cannot be bothered to do that right now. So I just slapped them on there and it's working, so it's all good. Cool. Okay, awesome. So let's fucking merge this shit. So what I always do, I still make pull requests. Even though this is like personal projects, I still make pull requests because then I can always look at the code and be like, that doesn't look very nice. Because I always like looking at it on GitHub better than scrolling through the files on like anything else. That is fine. I'm okay with this. I'm not sure if I want to keep this though. Because I think this is very explicit like content that you're not going to change because it's actually copied from somewhere else. So let's do that. Let's move this to a file. Fixed. Okay, let's make everything normal exports. Does this work? I think this works. Oh, it doesn't work. I don't think it reset. It did not actually reset. Bad face. Where is this CSS actually? That is the content. That is correct. Guess it's doesn't work like that, huh? It's only static, although you can use Netlify functions, serverless if you want, but now you can run a normal server node also supporting serverless functions. Yeah, I want to see if I can use just serverless functions, but I don't really know exactly what the use cases are for what I want to do. Okay, this doesn't work. Screw this. Shitty idea. Or what about this, chat? Hear me out. Hear me the fuck out. Chat. You see me rolling, they hating. They see me rolling, they hating, chat. Watch me go. Watch me go. Watch me go. Fuck. I just removed that export. Does that work? Huh? 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 Wait, why did I get undefined? Oh shit, it's like stuck on compiling. What happened? Did I break it? Ooh. Compiled. Oh, okay. I don't know why it was... I didn't really enjoy that. Okay, that works. I'm happy. Not super pretty, but I'll take it. Cool. Okay, so this is my own content. So what I want to do is, I just want to do this. Script, not script, style, JSX global, and then, boop. I keep forgetting that it doesn't work like that. All right, fixed, easy. It is a component now, but it is a component. Yeah, it's fine. Whatever. Let's say where we got this from. Modern reset CSS. I think that's what I googled. This is the one? This is the one I copy pasted, I think. Does it say who it comes from? Does anybody... Is this from this guy? Alright, let's add a comment. Let's say this file comes from some guy on the internet. It looked pretty alright. So we yoinked it. Now it's ours. And then we say, thanks, Andy Bell. Thanks, Andy Bell. Smiley face. Does it say, hey man, you can use this now? You can find it on GitHub. Oh, look at that. You can install it! No way. Oh, perfect, obviously. Alright, let's just show this one. Modern CSS reset. And then just link the shit out of this. Cool. Awesome. Easy. Move the reset CSS into its own file because it's a bit big and shouldn't change. Cool. Ship it. Is there anything else that I need to do before I can merge this shit? Looks are fine. Future Void would be fine. All good. This is fucking ugly. I don't know if later on I'm gonna be like, ooh, I'm not sure if I like this way of doing things, but it works, so I don't care. I am all good to go. Let's see what that link is that Ahmed sent. Serverless made painless. Powered by AWS Lambda. Cool. Sure. Cool. Okay. Sure. That's fine. Okay, next up, let's merge this shit because it looks fine. Code looks fine. I cannot approve it. So let's merge the shit. Oh, I refreshed. Squash and merge. Sure, man. Boom. Toolbar and layout components. Whatever. Yes. Merge. Get this. Let's get this thing moving. All right. Next up. Let's finish this page. The funny thing is, I'm going to be making this website is currently in development while this page has been in development since 2012. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to remove that form that comes with it, which is the only part of the website that actually makes it looks kind of okay. Because I think if I remove that other part, it's just going to be ugly as hell. But, you know, I can't be bothered to actually set up MailChimp to fix this. Oh my god, look, this is how we vertically centered. Oh wow. That's just amazing. Okay. Cool. Let's pull. Technical debt. Wow, okay. Let's create a new branch. Add homepage. Beautiful. What a concept. Okay, so what do we need? We need to add some content here. We need this logo that we're gonna steal again, which should have been an SVG, but you know, I'm lazy. What can I say? I'm a very lazy guy. Oh my god, wait, I didn't know I had so many projects. That's completely fine though. Where's next? Here. Public. Home. And then a logo.png. And then this website's currently in development. That's all it's gonna be, and it's not at all in development at all. I could also just say, you know what? Let's just only show just our cats. That's gonna be it. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Who knows? We also used, back in the day, it was super fucking cool to use, what is this called again? Fade in down. Oh, it's obviously compiled CSS, so I can't remember what it was. Animate CSS, yeah man, that was the shit. Remember those days? Animate CSS? Look at that. Wow. What a time to be alive, huh? To have remembered that is just amazing. Okay, so what we need to do is we need to make sure that our body is full height, because then from that point on we can use Flexbox. Or, yeah. Our body is already full height, but if I make this display flex, see, I don't want to style this next thing. That's the thing, right? I don't want to style this, because that would be shit. So in theory, I could say, you know what? There's a couple ways I can do this. Because in order to obviously do this vertically centered, I need to make sure that the, working with the full height of this fucking thing. But I don't want to style that. Okay, let's just first hack this shit around, right? I don't really care too much. Let's just first hack the shit out of this. I like hacks, you know? That's just what I'm all about. If it gets the job done, it gets the job done. That's all that matters, right? So if I say body and... Oof. That already makes me fucking shiver, but... You know? Oh, which one was it? Column or row? Ugh. Is it column or row? Okay, it is. Easy. That'll be one way to do it. This would be one way to do it, right? Body, now this thing is full height. And now I can say, okay. Now I can say if I make this one flex grow, it is also going to be full height, right? That's one way to do it. And that's the way we're going to do it for now. Or I can do full height like that, or I can do position absolute and then top bottom. Also a way to get the full height. The only reason flex doesn't work is because Next renders this element, right? And I don't know if NextJS ever is gonna change this ID. Oof. Or I can say there's only gonna be one element rendered. That's not true. Could be modals here too. And this stuff that's here. Okay, it's fine though. First div of body. No. Because you could... There's more divs there. But yeah, I could say first div. I don't know which one's... I don't know which one's more reliable, right? Is the ID one more... I don't really care too much. Let's just finish this. There's multiple ways to do this. I don't really care. Could be this one, could be the other one. Don't really care. They both aren't reliable. Exactly. That's why I think this is not going to stay. I think it's going to be either vertical, like V height, or position absolute. Okay.
Here comes the money.
Oh.
Here we go. Money talk. Here comes the money.
Money, 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 money.
Are you going to stream more often coding streams?
It's a good question. I don't know. Well, for now, yes, because I want to finish this project because I just want to, you know, not waste my money. I spend like 10 euros on infrastructure every month and I want to fucking stop that. What was I going to do? Oh, yeah. Okay, so the body, I want to change the body here. I want to change the body background color. Background. So for this page, I want to make sure that actually, we have a lot of pages where we need to do this, though. This one's also vertically centered. This one's also vertically centered. This one isn't. Yeah. So I think at some point I need to make some component to do this shit so you can include this in the layout, or maybe I can just say layout, hey man, use a fucking full height, and then it just does that for me. I don't really know exactly what I'm going to be doing, but it's okay. For now, let's build this page. That's all we care about, and then we look at that shit in the future. So let's yoink some of these assets here. For example, the logo we already stole. Let's yoink this one. This one. Yep, that's mine. And then also I have a mobile one. Think about that for a second. Boom. Wow. Can you believe that? We actually changed the background depending on if it's mobile. That is the way to optimize, guys. All right. Landing, background, mobile. Why is this PNG even? I don't even know why this is PNG, but sure, I guess we're doing PNGs for these huge background images. I'm fine. I guess that's what we're doing. All right, let's yoink this CSS that we have here. Yes, 2012 Boyd wanted to fucking get no progressive images. Container ID landing with 100%. Cool. That's what we first need to do. Because clouds are transparent. True. Cool, cool. What are we gonna do here? We're gonna say, what was I looking for? Oh, the body. Here, this one. You want to yoink this one? Give it to me. Yes. Boom. Home. Home. Landing. BG mobile.png. Would you look at that? What a beauty. Is that all we do? Okay. That doesn't look very nice, does it? Okay. Isn't it background position or is it like background? Can't remember. I use it here though. Background size. Right. I think we should use that here too. Oh, that's not true. I don't know if we want to cover. Do we want to repeat? What is, I can't remember what this one is for. You have like color, then the fucking URL, no repeat, center. What is fixed? What? W3 schools, fuck that. What is that fixed one? I can't even remember. Fixed. Scroll fixed. Oh, right. Yeah. You cannot scroll it. But it will stay in place. Yeah, well, that will never happen. Because we have a breakpoint for that. Where is our old breakpoint? 530? I guess that's what we're doing. 530 it is. We're just doing the same shit, man. Easy. All we need to swap out, really, is the background URL. The rest can all stay. I think I can just do this, no? And then we just swap out the background image. Or, wait, I can actually just keep it. And then I can just say, here I think I can just say background image is the other one. Or not. Oh, we are at 530? We're already at 530. Min width is 530. And the background image becomes that. I'm sorry, what? Am I just foreheading? What's up, Kuda Miner? How's it going? Am I missing something? Add media, min width, this, 530 pixels. YOLO the boat. Oh wait, I see it. We obviously have to say that we're changing the body. Of course, Boyd. What were you thinking? Okay, what else were we doing? Cover. Oh, we make this cover. Okay. This one covers. The other one doesn't cover. Of course. Would you look at that? It's all the same. It's almost as if we're building the same fucking website, huh? Wow. Cool. All right, next up, we're gonna have a main. And then what this main is gonna do is it's gonna fucking display flex the shit out of you. That's what it's gonna do. But it only does that on non-mobile. So let's first make the mobile one. So let's say main text align center. Okay. I fucking removed the content. I forgot about that. What is the content on this page? Tell me. It's the same. The logo is just a logo. And then it links to the homepage, which you already are on, but we're linking that shit anyways. So let's import a link, href to slash. So we're just gonna link to exactly the same. Then we're gonna import our home logo.png. Then we're gonna have an alt tag that says, oh my god, I'm just so much work. I wanted to type in Lightspeed. Just draw cats logo. Then we hit save, and then does this work? It does in fact work, but it's a little on the big side. So apparently when I'm on not mobile, I do this. So let's add a class to this. Fuck it. We're going old school with classes, boys. Yeah, sure, man. Cool. What else do we do? We have some animations on this one. Ooh, some animations. Smexy. So even on mobile, we do these animations, huh? Okay. And then we have an H1. Okay. That is just gonna say this website is under development, which has been the case for like so long already, but you know, that's just what it is. Okay, we need to center this. Fixed. It's so bad. Sup TXIquides Tixides? I don't know. Sup Lux Gamer? Wow. Okay, main color is gonna be completely white. Is that what this is? Alright, so what else does this thing do? This thing does line height 30. Okay. Font size 1.5. Alright. Is it H1 or H2? It's H2. Okay, look at that. Boom, boom. Font weight 300 pixels. Okay. Yeah, we're doing it. Cool. What the fuck is this? What fucking... What? 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 Okay then. It's okay. This was 2012 Boyd, guys. This was when I was still in uni. I didn't know what I was doing. Give me a break. Give me a goddamn break, chat. Okay, spacing can be done at the end. I don't really care too much. This stuff I don't really want to build, so I guess we're doing spacing now. If we say the padding, you know, of the main is gonna be 12 pixels, that's not a lot. Let's do 24. That seems better. And then our H2 is gonna have, I don't know, some line height maybe? What does that look like? What does that look like? That's already what it's on. Ooh. Okay. Looks like a kind of a little bit, right? We need to do the animation, don't we? I think that's mandatory. Okay, I think it looks kind of similar. It looks pretty shit, to be honest. I like it. I like it. Alright, so what are we gonna do on the fucking desktop, though? Because the desktop is vertically centered. That is easy as fuck. Alright, so now we're on the desktop. And how does the desktop do its things? Well, you know, the thing is, what we're gonna do is... we're gonna add a diff around this one. Nothing changes. That's good. And then we're gonna say, whenever we go into this one, we're gonna say the main is now gonna be display flex. And then we're gonna see if it is grown to the correct proportions. It does not, in fact. Well, this one does, and this one is flex. So if I say flex grow, it's gonna be huge, which is great. Flex grow equals 1. And now what we're gonna do is we're gonna say align items center, so we vertically center it. Okay, so it's fucking magic. Look at that. What the fuck is going on? And then we say justify content center, which is gonna be fucking, look at that. What the fuck is happening? But it's only when it's not on mobile. Wow. Isn't it magical? It's almost as if I am doing this for a living, which is kind of crazy if you think about it. Oh my god! Oh, it does work. Alright, what about this link then? Oh, it's the same. Oh, because I made an inline block. I'm so fucking good. I'm gonna do the crazy hack like that. Do I like that better? I don't think so. I do not think so. You can also say display flex. Justify content center. Fuck it still. Oh, this is the anchor tag. Fuck. Alright, I'll do that. What? Fucking front end. I can't make things look pretty. That's my life, man. I can't make things look pretty either. What did I want to do again? Oh lordy lord. What did I want to do? What does a man have to do? Let me try something. Sometimes you just gotta slap a diff on it to make it work. That's a div. And if I make this one display block, I think this is gonna be full size.
Everyone, get in here!
Yeah. So follow Dame, how's it going? Oh man, I can't remember how to do this. Inline block. That's what I wanted. Why is it center now? Oh yeah, okay. What did I change? I thought this already had inline block. Oh, wait. Text. Yeah, now we're chilling. Now we're chilling, chat. Now we're chilling. Okay, so... Okay, on desktop, this logo is like 10 times bigger. Why? I don't know. You probably also don't need the padding top. Yeah, I know. But at first, let me see. So I add a width and a height here. Okay, width and height auto. Back to normal. Router meant it as a question. Oh. Don't you also have a padding top whereby the vertical alignment isn't perfectly center? I actually don't know. Flex takes padding into concern when centering. It does. It actually ignores it unless it blocks other things. So if I were to add padding to this, it will actually look out of place. So if I add like padding bottom, you will see that the center shifts. Okay? Because the overarching like div that I'm centering is now bigger, right? Like this is the div that I'm centering, and because that's bigger now, it centers based on this. If that makes sense. Okay, that's cool. It still looks like shit though. Let's change the text and let's say not website is under development. This website will never be finished. And then we're gonna do H3. And then we're gonna say, but it's in development. Yeah, that looks good. Now we're gonna do font size is gonna be 0.75. Yes. It's too small, isn't it? It is a bit too small. It's 12 pixels. I like this better though. Are we doing emoji too? How do I make this a normal one again? Why is this one a fucking... That's just racist. Why is my emoji panel racist? I don't even know how to change that. I want my emoji to be normal again. Oh, there we go. Oh. Inclusive. So what does this look like on mobile? Let's make it a little bigger on mobile. That looks cool. I'm fine with that. Is it gonna grow? It kind of looks like shit, to be honest. It really does, but, you know, I don't really care. It's just the homepage. Nobody looks at the homepage. Oh, that image, man. Oh, I hate that image. But that's fine, man. That's just how it goes. All right. Homepage is finished. Oh no, we need the animation. Right, we need the animation. Should we steal the animation? Is that what we're gonna do? We do that? Are we? Wait a minute. Are we fucking using jQuery? Oh, I remember this. Oh, you guys need to. You guys need to see this. Oh boy! Oh boy! Oh boy! Oh boy! Oh boy! Oh boy! Landing.sas. Oh, I have 3 different SAS files. Oh boy! What is mobile.sas? Oh, that's just okay. Okay. All right. That's fine. This is organized. I can be happy with this. I'm kind of okay with that. What was I gonna do again? Oh yeah, I was gonna look at the jQuery. I think there's a file here that does the timings. I didn't know at the time. I remember this very well because I remember super well that I learned about this. And then I just slapped myself in the face because I didn't realize you could just do this with CSS. I didn't know you could add delays to animations. So when animations start, you can add a delay and then you can say in what state it should stay or what state it should start. That is like super cool. You can do that with CSS animation. So all of this shit I wrote with fucking jQuery timings with set timeouts and everything to get all the timings correctly. There's literally no reason to. It's gonna be amazing. Is it gonna landing.js? Landing. Sure. CoffeeScript, baby! Woo! All right, let's look at some CoffeeScript. Oh boy. We have a function that takes elements and it sets the opacity to 0. Cool. On document.load. All right, here we go, boys. We're gonna deep dive. Set the apparent opacity to 0 for H1P input and email submit. All of the elements, basically. Okay. Then on the landing logo, we set animated and fade in down so that's what it starts with. So if we were to disable JavaScript, it would just load, right? Can I do that from here? I think I can also do it from here somewhere. Oh, anyways. You can also do it from here. It just works. It just works. There's no animations though. Which is funny because these animations don't require JavaScript at all. But if there's no JavaScript, it doesn't do the animation. But when JavaScript is enabled, it does the animations. Cool. Nice. I like it. Sup, Bunny Stack? Okay, so let's continue. Let's deep dive into this beautiful CoffeeScript code. So then there's a bunch of set timeouts. All with like a specific timing because, you know, I was fiddling around and looking what does work and what doesn't work. So we first fade in the logo, then after 300 milliseconds, 4 levels of nesting set timeout, right? It's insane. After 300 milliseconds, we get the H1 and we also fade that one in, and then we change the opacity to 100. And I think that also animates, because that's what jQuery does. Oh no, it just sets it immediately to opacity 100. And then the CSS does the transition, because there is a transition on opacity, I think. But doesn't fade in down already fade in? I don't know. Oh, this is just the end state, because I also didn't know that, I think. All right, beautiful. All right, let's continue. Then we just take any P, any P on the page, anywhere, and bounce it in after 700 milliseconds. That's this one. That's a P. So first these two, and then after 700 milliseconds, bounce that fucker in. It's insane. That is some fucking magnificent coding skills right there. That's sweet. Any P on the page, which means that if I later on added another P somewhere, oh boy, that would have been so ruined. But it doesn't matter because it never happened. Also, did you guys know that I also have some secret pages that you guys might not know about? Because I used to actually make kind of what Google does with their website. I had specific pages for specific can't remember the route even. I think it's like per year. This one. Look at that, man. Look at that. And I'm so for Halloween, I made this even a background video with a zombie that walks. And every now and then there's like, wait, is this even animated? Where's the video? Does the video not load anymore? Oh, see, there is a video. It's insane, man. The shit that I've done. Media. Why does it not load the video? Cover vid video. Assets. Poster. Autoplay. Do these assets still exist? They better do. Yeah, it had a cat. Oh my god, why doesn't it load anymore? I don't know. Look at this, chat. I fucking animated this shit. The cat's eyes turn red, and there's zombies walking in the background. And I was thinking about doing this for every like holiday, and I only did this for 1 year. God, this file is huge. How big is this file? Fucking load that file, dude. 60. Wait. No, it's still fetching. Does it refetch the same data every time? Every time it loops? Are these chunks? I don't actually know. Why is it fetching this file a couple times? Anyhow. It's kind of cool though, right? I styled all of the parts of the website. This is a little slightly like, this is blue here. This is like greenish. This is green. It's insane. It's themes. It's the same website. Oh, so we still have that padding, huh? Wait, what is this padding, actually? Oh, that's the padding for... Yeah. Okay, yeah. That's the padding from here. Oh, okay. Sure. I don't really... I don't like this, but... Okay, so now we need to think about how we're gonna actually get this fucking page to be full size. And also, let's do the animations. This 12 pixels fucking font is very bad. It looks like shit. But it doesn't matter. Oh, now the file is loaded. It just took forever to load. Looks cool though. All the things I've done, man, when I was in uni, when I had all of the time in the world. I don't have that anymore. This concept of having time is not existent anymore. Okay, so we have this. Let's add some animations. I think we should group these two, because I think I want to animate them together. I think it's easier to just wrap it in a div. Actually, it doesn't really matter. I think I just add the timing to both of them and it should be fine. I actually don't know what I wanted for an animation. This fades in, then this and this comes in at the same time. Or this one fades in very slowly. It's like this is never finished, but it's in development or something. I think actually emojis look very terrible on Windows. The Windows emojis look terrible, so I think I'll just remove that. I'm sorry, chat. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna first animate on mobile. I think it's all the same animations, but... So... I actually don't know how animations are created in style JSX, but we'll see. Thumb down feels bad, man. I think I have a gem to get the fucking animate CSS. Gem file. Don't tell me I use that. Animate. Oh boy. Animate Rails. Oh boy. Animate CSS for Rails. Don't ask me why. But that's just what I do. So, okay. Do I want to make these myself? Or do I not want to make these myself? Or do I just yoink them from here? Is there a way to, like, actually go to the animation? Oh, here. Beautiful. We just yoink it, man. Animation... CSS. Can't remember how to make them. Yeah, okay. Just like it was there. Alright, let's see if this works. Keyframes. Fade in down. 0%. %. Beautiful. Bounce in. Keyframes bounce in. What a time to be alive, chat. Fucking Microsoft Transform, like who the fuck? What browser doesn't support Transform these days? Fucking yikes, man. Alright, cool, that's all fucking fixed. Let's see if this works, though. Do we want to use class names or do we just want to just yoink it onto the thing? I want to animate the logo. Do I want to put it on the link? Oh, it's just first added here. Let's see. See if that works. Does it compile? It did compile. And then we need an animation duration. Let's yoink that onto that thing too. Woo! It is actually, I don't like how, like, much it is. I feel like that's better. Okay. And then we animate these two. Why do we even have bounce? We don't need bounce in. We're not going to use bounce. Then we say animation delay is 0.3 seconds. Same for this one. And then maybe this one's 0.4 seconds. Would you look at that, man? Whew. The animation duration is a little too long, though. It doesn't feel snappy. A lot of duplication, though. Different kind of, like, animation now, though. Feels different. Maybe a little bit faster. The logo is a little bigger, so we might want to do we want to just like opacity get this one in? Maybe I even want to have more padding at the top. Jizzercats, this website will never be finished. But it's in development or something. Alright, beautiful. We have a page, ladies and gentlemen. So what did I forget? What did I forget? Did I forget anything? Yeah, we need to fix... Do you guys like this one better? This one's a little slower. More subtle, maybe. Alright, let's increase the duration of these ones too. We can also time it a little differently and being like 7 and then 8. And be like, the first Jizzercats logo comes in and then the rest. No, that doesn't feel nice. Happy Rush, how's it going? Alright, I'm okay with this. This is fine. I couldn't care less. Couldn't care less about it. Cool. Alright, we fixed that. Nice. Awesome. What we're gonna do now is we're gonna fix that full height thing because I don't want to rely on the internals of Next. Let's not do that. Oh, now I added everything global. Hold up. This is the only global part. Oh boy. But then our body doesn't work anymore. Fuck. Oh shit, I hate that. That triggers me a little bit, to be completely honest. It triggers me a little bit. Because now we have two of the same fucking things. Ugh. 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 Yikes. Yeah, definitely not a fan of that. Definitely not a fan of that. Can I... let me see. All right, let's make sure that we not duplicate everything. Everything 0.7 seconds? Yes. All right. Cool. Let's say the fucking all this shit's fine. Add homepage layout. And then we're just gonna fix this fucking global shit. This fucker. So what we could do is we could say main is actually if we remove this, shit's gonna break, which is fine. This is fine. The reason it breaks is that this main is now not full height anymore, right? And if we just say height 100%, it's not going to work because this div here is not height 100%. So what we could do is we could say, hey, hello, how about you just make main, and then in particular this main, because this one cares a lot about this. You make this one position absolute, and then you say top 0 and bottom 0, left 0. Right 0. And then this thing is 100% chilling. But what if we didn't say 60 pixels from the top? That's actually how much place, like, size you have. Or we say, does position relative makes it relative to the content with the padding or without the padding? I'm actually curious about that. So if I say top 0 and I make the body position relative, which I think it already is by default, but the body has padding, which is 60 pixels. Would it then make... No, okay. Already pretty much knew that, but... What's the source control UI called? It is just a GitHub client. So if you go to GitHub desktop... I just spelled that wrong, but that's okay. Here you go. Open sourced GitHub client for everybody. Let's not rely on NextJS internals. Like the class or the ID of next could change in the future, breaking our styles. Let's not do that. But let's make a component for this. Or let's say our layout will take care of this. Let's first commit this. What if we make our layout responsible for saying if something is full width or not? Full height. We can make this a Boolean prop, or we can say we have different kinds of layouts. Like a type, layout type. And then we can say this can be or regular or something like that. I don't know what the regular full height. And so if the type is full height, then I would want the body, no. I think we can safely say that whatever is here is always in a main block, but then again, maybe we want to give ourselves more control over this. Hence why I'm just gonna make it a div. Because maybe we're gonna have a main block somewhere inside there. Yo, Rashi, thanks so much for the follow. I'm not entirely sure what I want to do, but it's okay. Let's create another style here. We only want to style this depending on the type. So what we want to do is we want to do exactly what this thing is doing. Okay. Another 60 pixels. That's another 60 pixels. Yikes. Glad that's fixed now. So when we are full height, sup Regicide, how's it going? So when it's full height, let's see if this works. I don't know exactly how the style prop gets compiled, but we'll see. said my name right, Pog. Let's copy pasta. Copy pasta that part and just add it here, and then it's gonna be the div. Oof. Hate that it's not specific because I don't want to add this here. I think 'cause that's just ugly. And say like. There's only one div now, but I don't know for how long, you know? Like making a class name called main, also very ugly. Not every page would be... Oh, we broke it. Yeah, this wouldn't work, huh? So if the layout is full width, I kind of want to wrap the children in a div. Otherwise not. How about this? Actually, regular is just the same as the default case. But then I would just actually maybe do this in line. Or add a style prop here. Can I do that? I don't know which one is prettier, but... I think this is now scoped to just this. And then if I add a div here... But then I assume I assume the type of like wrapper, which is main, and I'm not always sure that that's the case. Because maybe the page will have a footer, and then you will add a footer to this page, and then you will have a footer inside your main, which I think is very wrong. I don't know how to like properly make this modular. Because I know I will need this on other pages. And now I don't give enough freedom to my page to make it whatever I want, which is 100% going to be the case because all my pages are different. Like they all look different. This one looks completely different from this one. This one looks completely different from this one. And that's on purpose because they're kind of separate apps. What would be a good way to do this? Because if I add like a new component here that says like full height or like layout full height, then what you're gonna have is you're gonna make this like position 100%. Unless I make something like the wrapper around it, like position like relative, and I say this is the part that you can have, and then the footer lives outside of that, then I would need to make like my main block position relative, but then that doesn't work because that one isn't full height. Difficult. Very, very difficult. It's not very difficult now because we're only having one page, but I'm sure there's gonna be more shit. Let's look at that landing page again. What was it? What was the route for that again? Promos.
Although it may appear that art implies the idea of beauty,
This is the same. This is the same.
introspection reveals that they are in fact very different things.
This one also snaps to the top. Difficult. Oh boy. What, Nigel? Should we not think about this for now? And just go with the flow? Let's do that. Okay, so there's a couple last things that are happening on this page, which is like SEO related. So let's fix that. Get rid of this. I don't think this is bad, so I'll just keep that, even though it's not really related to the PR. I think it's good to like make sure that that's consistent. Yeah, let's add that. We'll need to see what we need to modularize anyways. But for now, these pages are pretty simple. So here we have some meta tags. And the cool thing is that Next actually allows you to have a head component that you can just inject. and I can just say head, and then I spawn whatever I want in the head. So let's make a, maybe we can make a component out of this. I think that would be good. Meta. And then we can say the type of props is going to be title, description, and what else do we need? Keywords. Let me see what I do on the Rails side of things. What do I actually do for every page? So I import the landing index meta, which is a partial, and then I set all this content myself. I even hard code this fucking meta image. Oof. All right. Interesting. Let's download that one. Beautiful. Oh, this is not what it looks like anymore. Well, shit. Can make a new screenshot. What is meta image? Oh, that's the variable created here. Title keywords. This is the same. Site name is going to be static, I think. So maybe we can do that statically. We can have some defaults. So we can overwrite them. The URL, maybe that needs to be an environment variable. Because maybe I will have different URLs because I also have a staging website. And a description that is the same as the other one. You can see actually 3 times because the Twitter description is also the same. Okay. So this is what you can pass. You have to pass a title, you have to pass a description, and keywords. What does this do again? I can't remember. Ruby. You give it an array and then it turns it into a string. Oh, this is just an array and then it, okay. But this needs to be a string too. Well, if we make this an array, we can turn it into a string. Cool. All right, let's make a component that is the meta component that takes those props. So title, description, keywords. And it can actually take all the other values too. So let me just yoink that into all of these actually. Yeah, so this is happening. This will be an array of strings. Then we have this. There's also going to be strings. And then we have all the Twitter related meta tags. Oh. Like that, and that's all strings as well, I think. Oh, for Twitter we have a couple cards. Twitter card. We have some types, I think. Must be like a library for this, but... What are the types? Twitter card summary. Oh, here. These are the types. So these might get out of date at any point in time, but couldn't care less about it. Twitter site. What does that mean? Okay. I don't think we should ever like change these, but Twitter title. You can individually change those, but by default I'll just take this description that you already passed. That's why we have so many defaults. Oh, there's more. Meta image. Image. Source. Is also a string. Cool. I like doing that beforehand, like speccing out my component a little bit. And so these three are mandatory. These ones are not. And then I just take all of these and then I dump them in here because I will need all of these values anyways. And then so by default it will be title. Oh wait. So the OG title by default will be the title, and then the OG site name will be by default Israel Cats. OG URL. Yeah, we need that URL. But let's just for now just do jizracats.com. Better to do here to not forget. Description will just be description. For those of you that didn't know you could do this, I thought you could do this in here. Like you deconstruct this and then you use it. I thought that's what you could do. I'm not entirely sure. I guess maybe not. Twitter site is just draw cats. Twitter creator is just draw cats. Let's hard code the shit out of that. Title is just the title again. Twitter description is description. And image source is mandatory. Add that to the top. So we have all the mandatory stuff at the top, and then the rest is optional. Props, and then yes. Does this work? Declare, but it's never read. Yeah. Okay. So this does work. Cool. So let's make some default values now. Oh, we already have the default values here. We don't need that. It just works out of the box. Would you look at that? All right. So now what we're going to do is we're going to just create a bunch of meta tags. For exactly that. Meta. I need to know exactly what meta tags. Description key. Oh, so we have title. I don't know if this works like this in Next, but we'll see. Meta. Let's copy paste this. Description. And then we have keywords. And so do we need keywords to be mandatory? What is this complaining about? Oh wait, I need to be export. No, it's not complaining more. So for keywords, we do keywords, which is an array. And then we do join with a space. Or with comma, actually. Comma space. Okay, cool. Then we have OG title, which is a different format, actually. You will need next head, which in most reviews is yeah, I know, but I want to do that per page because you might have to add more stuff in the head, and then I think it makes more sense to do like meta and then title, blah blah blah. So I want like every page to have its own like head, because you might want to add more stuff to it. Fucking Turbolinks, dude. Look at this Turbolinks track. Boy, oh boy. Beautiful. So for example, this stuff like Apple web app status bar style, whatever. Maybe you want to control that per page. And maybe for now, maybe later on, I'll just realize that was a stupid idea. But I think I'm fine with a little bit of duplication. All right, let's copy paste. What is the other thing? Site name. OG site name. So this needs to be OG title. OG description. What did you use the OG URL for? Oh, here. So we actually skipped that one. Let's bundle all the OG stuff. OG image. It's gonna be image source. And then we're gonna have all the Twitter stuff, I think. Twitter card. Gonna be this one. Twitter site. Oh. Creator. Title. Description. And then the last one is image, just like the other one. Cool. All right, we can, in theory, we could do like Twitter image equals image source. We actually only use the images there in these places, but I don't think we'll ever have different images. So yeah, there you go. As easy as that. So now we import meta. A single place you can customize it as you like by passing extra meta tags. Helmet will handle duplication, etc. for you. That's true. In theory, I could just include Yeah, I could do that. But in the end, it doesn't really matter. Except that I could just not render the head and not have to import this. That'll be one benefit. But I like seeing that it's being placed in the head without any magic. Oh, do I really need to like do whatever we did, like where I just make these separate modules so I can actually just talk to components directly, or put this in a source folder, because I think you can do that too. All right, title. So let's go to this page again. Be sure to sign up for the mailing list. Yeah, oops. Let's not do that. The website is currently in development. Jizzro Cats is a Twitch and YouTube channel with the focus on producing entertaining gaming content. Look at this gaming content. It's missing keywords. What was the keywords? Nobody really uses keywords anymore anyways, but... Why was this in commas? Oh, I don't know, actually. I think it is. I just wanted it with spaces, and then it didn't actually work like that. I was actually using it wrong. What are all these keywords? They're so terrible. What the fuck? Oh, maybe I like this better. And I just spread it over. I don't know which one I like more. Okay, let's add this. Did we download this this file already? Oh no, we needed to change that. We're gonna make a new screenshot. Expected closing tag. Oops. Would you look at that? It's working. All right, now we need to make a screenshot. Let's make a big screenshot and then just dump it into Sketch. Hello? There you go. Oh, it automatically uploaded it. That's fantastic. All right. What's up, Chin? How's it going? Now I don't like seeing this anymore. Because now it's kind of nice to just have like page info. Maybe this is not the meta component, it's just page info component. And then I don't really care too much about whether it's in the head anymore or not. Sure, update all the imports for me. And then also include the head. Sexy. Smexy, smexy. Does it work? Yep, works. Coolio. Okay, let's make this, oh, do we want to update sketch? Remind me later. Did you guys know I have actually, wait, it actually showed too. Look at this, guys. This is also a feature that we're going to be building. I like, there's like so many old designs of things that I wanted to build, but I never did. There's even a cringe folder. I don't want to know what's in there. What the fuck is that? Oh boy. I don't even want to know. Lightspeed HQ resume. That's how I never open Sketch. Hearthstone functional design. Oh yeah, I was making some like a, what is it called? A diagram of like a flow chart kind of. Like new game, and then it starts loading, and then you could put into this lobby. They invite a player, and then the player is ready or is not ready. Yeah, good old days, good old days. That's also a project that I never finished. I kind of consider it finished though, even though it's not finished. I kind of consider it finished. Cool. All right. Yeah, let's Photoshop this. Projects. Let's go to this URL and then copy the dimensions, because I think it has very specific dimensions. It is also JPEG file. Oh my god, I have such an old version of Sketch on this machine. Alright, now take that screenshot that we made. Where is that screenshot actually? Is it on my desktop? Do I have a screenshots folder? I can't remember what I did on this. I never use this machine anymore. Guess it's on my desktop, huh? Yes. What a beautiful picture. Export. JPEG. Do I actually do some tilting? No, it's just this. Sure. How do I know it's in the middle though? Because I just made this screenshot myself. Hold up. This is not the way to center this. The way to center this would be making this equal to the size of the content. And then centering this. It's kind of centered, I mean... Not perfectly centered, but it almost is. Wow. I have good eye, good eye. Alright, let's save this JPEG into the project. Draw cats. here. And then so many projects, man. Ridiculous. Let's make this homepage. I think it's called landing page, but on the other one, but this is fine. And then we say, oh, I think it needs to be an actual full URL though. Oh boy. I think that's required. You cannot use like relative URLs. Ooh.
I can't lose when faced with a struggle. I only grew. My roots they run deep, so far you can't reach. My sound was underground, but now it's blasted in the streets.
Yeah, okay. What is this song? Ew. Get out of here. So maybe what we could do is, oh, I don't know where the assets are going to be stored. Let's take a look. Because on build time, yeah, maybe I just need to upload those, I guess. Or maybe I can just use the static files that I create from this Ruby app, and then I just need to rebuild it. Because that's what I do now. Like, I manage these things in the admin panel. Here. I get the basically the full URL here. Controller. What do I need a controller for? I don't think these are even like dynamically taken. What? Why do I what? Okay, that's weird. But yeah, okay, these exist in the database now. Completely useless, but sure. Next OG image. We have next SEO. Ooh. All right. What does that do? This is pretty much the fucking component I build. That's so funny. Oh, it does a little bit more, actually. It's so funny, though. It's pretty much exactly what I build. What is this? This looks scary as fuck. Enables you to set some default SEO properties that will appear on all pages without needing to include anything on them. You can also override these on a page-by-page basis. Why would you do it so complicated? Why not just wrap this component and you can set some default settings or something like that? I don't know. Or just create this default stuff yourself. Like, doesn't make any sense. You make this like, look at this. You know how overly complicated that is? The fuck? It's easily, you can just build another component based on that component to include the defaults. Like, not a big deal. Dangerously set all pages to no index. What the fuck? Alright. Interesting. Yeah, this is definitely something we don't need. Definitely not. Sure. Okay. All right. Holy shit, everybody makes this component. It's just ridiculous. I'm actually so surprised. I cannot believe it. Everybody makes that component. Look at that. It's exactly what I've been. Oh, that's so funny. All right, for now, I'm just gonna hardcode the URL to this one. But then HTTPS, obviously. Fix me. Make sure to get to find a way to hook this with NextJS static assets and allow to get a full URL. Maybe using end variable. I think we can easily do this on build time. Like if I can set the URL, because I need the URL anyways, because this page info component needs it. Maybe this is more like page meta, because it's all meta tags pretty much. But page info could also be something else, I guess. Later on. Cool. Okay. I guess we have a homepage now. I guess we do. Okay. That's nice. Does this actually lazy load that page? Hold up, I actually want to see. Well, it's using Webpack hot module reloading though, but it's development. Okay, so now that we have all this shit, right? We're not using this, so goodbye. Add page info component to homepage. Add metadata to homepage. Seems alright. Seems fine with me. We have a page. We really need to SVG the shit out of that, but you know. Okay, cool. Publish. What else do I need to do? There's so much static content in this app. Alright, let's build it. Let's see what happens. What was the command? Build? I thought it was something like export. The documentation, I mean, I give some mad props for this shit because it's so fucking good. Oh, should we deploy it? If it's actually that fast, I would say yes. Where did it actually compile to? Hello? Where did it actually compile to? Hello? Am I missing something? I really don't know. It says it's static files. But where? But yeah, let's deploy to now. Download now. Okay. I'm doing it, chat. I want to use Yarn. Oof. Never actually globally installed something with Yarn. That's it. Okay. If that's really all that there is to it. The next folder. Static chunks. It also has development though. I don't see the HTML files. I think this seems like dev, but oh here. Static. Okay, whatever. Well, let's see if now can do the work. I've never run this command ever in my life. Oh, I think I have a now account. Yo, Whizzle my sizzle, dude. What a sick name. I thought I had an account. I think I made an account before. Maybe I connected with GitHub. Sir forgot password. Yeah, see, I thought so. Next build is different from next export. Yeah, exactly. I was already thinking about that. You know what? Let's just fucking log in with GitHub, whatever. Oh, I have an account with this? Oh boy. Right, let's just sign up. Let's just sign up with my normal email address, please. Oh boy. Well, let's take a look at my email to get her. Oh, actually, I'm not logged in here. This is a guest account. Let me just log in on my other computer. I was like, let's just all together watch me log into... Holy fuck. Did you see that? That is actually so fucking cool. Wow, okay. I clicked on my desktop on a link to confirm my email address, and then it automatically logged me in here. WebSockets, baby. I think. Enter your full name or display name you are comfortable with. Look at that. Alright, so let's go back here. What is my email address? Well, my email address is this. Sending you an email. Waiting for confirmation. Oh, okay. Cool, cool. And it shows me the security code. Like, this witty shin strap penguin. And it says that on the email as well. That's pretty cool. Waiting for confirmation. So it is verifying, and then boom, you're logged in. No passwords, no nothing. No bullshit. Email confirmation, baby. That's all there is. You can now deploy something using now. Now. Let's see if you can deploy something. Oh, Raug is also the creator of Socket.io. Really? Didn't know that, actually. That guy, man. That guy is like a good eye for simplicity. Socket.io is also so simple. It's just the image loading that takes forever, but... Look at that. It's as easy as that. Deployed. Wow. What's up, Naomi? How's it going? Yo, if you guys haven't checked out Naomi, please go check her out. Wow. That was in fact simple. Yeah, it just knew that it was like Zeit, no NextJS, and then it just worked. That's actually brilliant. Wow. Woof. I would have sent the raid to you, but everybody's brain would explode like mine. That's okay. Don't worry about it. I'm going to bed soon anyways. Or I should. Okay, so where does this live now? So here's the project now. View functions. Your production deployment contains one serverless function. Click one to inspect it. Where? Okay. To manage stuff using now the JSON 2. Here's mine. What the hell? Wait, I thought you were using Gatsby. I didn't know you were using now. Waiting for the deployment, version number. This is the now platform version. Legacy default. Okay. Alias. Environment variables. Functions. So what does the function look like that I'm running in production now? What is the code for it? Can I see that somewhere? You probably can. Because I kind of just want to own it, you know? This is ridiculous, man. I didn't have to do anything. I literally didn't have to do anything. I just typed in now, 3 characters, and it just deployed this shit. That's absolutely mind-blowing. And it's as simple as you can just host your domains or just add one. You can add a domain here. Okay. Let's add a subdomain. Where did it go? Oh, it's still adding. I'm to bed now. See you tomorrow. See you tomorrow, man. I need these name servers to be set up. But I need to set it up in Cloudflare, I think. See you tomorrow, though. Thank you so much for the help. Really appreciate it. I'm just logging in live on Cloudflare. I'm kind of terrified, to be honest. Not entirely sure if I should. Where is my Cloudflare? Here. Alright, let's see. You guys can see how many visitors I get. It's not a lot, I can tell you that. DNS. And then I need to add a record. And then I say next. And then I say IP address. Does that matter? Wait, where is that? Here. How do I add this? NextJS or now Cloudflare. Cloudflare. No. DNS, then proxy your traffic. Clever enough that the ministry is used services guides for routing through Cloudflare. Cloud is pretty basic. DNS, then proxy your traffic. Here's what I found on Zeit. In this example, you need to set your domain using Cloudflare for DNS. Go to your registrar and yeah. Create a verification TXT record and a CNAME record. your.domain.com pointing to alias.zeit.co. See, what I want to do is... I don't know anything about DNS. Fuck, this is the same fucking thing. Yeah, I don't want anything to do with next. I think I just need now. That's it. SH. Duplicate of. Does this URL still link me, or does it link me to the v2 one? Sites, CNAME, alias, all CNAME, thanks, Clever, CNAME flattening, and TXT records. Add blah, blah, blah to your page rules with this rule setting off. Generate a TLS certificate and set Cloudflare's encryption to full. Add a TLS certificate to site. Return to the domain section in your project. I have no idea what the fuck this means. This is published a month ago. Yeah, this is the problem I have too. I add a domain and it says you're pointing to Cloudflare. Click on the A name tab. A name tab. Or C name. Oh, here. Oh, okay. This is easy. Are these supposed to be like secret or something? I don't know. Well, not anymore. I guess not. What was it? TXT. Okay, save. And then another CNAME record. CNAME with this. And an alias. If this just works out of the box, I'm all good, man. Cool. Do I need to save anything? Does this automatically work out of the box? Next.jizzercats.com, huh? Invalid response. SSL protocol error. That's different. What if I don't turn this on? Proxied. SSL protocol error. Setting up Cloudflare, TXT, blah blah blah. Setting an alias. Boom boom. Did I have to like save this? There's invalid configuration still. This is now. And CNAME next. Alright, refreshing. Alright, I don't know when it's going to be valid. Maybe it will never be valid. Who knows? At least it's deployed. Oh, cool. Let me see those functions. Previous not available for serverless functions. So what do these functions do? This is just a static index page. What do these functions do then? It's kind of a question mark, big question mark for me. So what does this cost me? So when does it start costing me money? Pricing. Because $20 a month is way more than I'm paying right now. And the whole point of this project was to not pay as much. Okay, interesting. Start for free. Okay. A little bit confused, but let's see if in the end this... Oh, look, it works. So now it works. Let's encrypt. Perfect. First app is online. Beautiful. So we also deployed already today. It's that easy. It's insane. Leaderboards, said Jason. Did I click on that? Or somebody else clicked on that, huh? Memory used 83 megabytes. Sick. Yeah, this is interesting. It even shows a preview of the site. Shows you the build time. And we only have static pages now, so it doesn't really cost me anything because there's no server-side rendered content yet, but we will have server-side rendered content because, like, for example, leaderboards currently are fetching data from... Same for stream playlists, same for wall of cat. No, wall of cats is static. Wiggle the wig and then leaderboards. Like, leaderboards is all data from the server. well, it's super late already. Thank you guys so much for stopping by. It's been quite an interesting journey. We've gotten quite far, actually. Deploying our first app within the same day is pretty insane to me. We just need to have a favicon and then we're good. As a good first start. And then we need to optimize all these images and all that stuff, but good first start, I would say. Interesting. Let's create a pull request. Let's merge the pull request. And then we're good to go. Then we're gonna go to bed. Adds the home page. Still need to
Everyone,
come up with a way to... Yo, Gooby Goobler, thanks so much for the follow. Your site is sexy as fuck. Thanks, man. It's not really, but it's okay. Still need to come up with a way to simplify pages that are vertically centered and allow for a more reusable approach in the future. Less duplication. But for now, I think the PR is pretty straightforward to do. We need to there's a couple fix me's that we need to fix. Remove the hard-coded OG social image references. Maybe use environment variables to get the correct path. What else is there? We also need to optimize the homepage images. And I thought we had another fix me. I think it was here. To do. Yeah. Replace the OG URL in page info with an actual URL based on the environment variable. Cool. Command F. This gives me OG or like OCD. What's up, Honey? How's it going? Yeah, if you guys haven't checked Honey out, please go check her out. Also an amazing streamer. 10 out of 10 would bang your site and the designer. Yeah, I think this looks fine. Yeah. Let's merge it. Let's go. I think we need to eventually like add the now auto deployments. Maybe we can already do that. Or maybe I just leave that for another like session, but let's see how easy it is, because everything else so far has been very easy. Let's add GitHub. Just draw cats. Next. No repository. Select. What does this do now? This is actually pretty insane. It still boggles my mind that it just happened so fast. Anyways, let's merge this and let's not do an auto deploy, and then let's move from there. And then maybe next time we'll make a project board and make sure that all these to-dos are in a proper list. Maybe a Trello board also works. Let's make a screenshot to add to this decision record. That'll be cool. So we have some sort of decision record of what the state was when we first created our third PR. Oh. Fuck me. It's Cloud app, we need to kill it. There we go. Come on, upload it. All right, so now we can look back and be like, yeah, this was our deployment, man. This is what the website looked like. That's cool. Merge it. And now we have a homepage. As easy as that. Now the next pages need to be a little more dynamic, and then it's going to be a little bit harder, but I think we'll be fine. I think we'll be fine. But thank you guys so much for stopping by. See you guys in the next one, because we'll continue to fucking do this shit. I learned a lot, and we'll continue to learn a lot. So yeah, see you guys later. Have a good night.